Hello friends, thank you so much for clicking on this video. I really hope that you'll consider subscribing to my channel if you're enjoying the instruction that I'm giving you. So today we're going to be talking about performance anxiety. And if you're not sure what performance anxiety is, it basically is just stage fright, getting nervous, everything like that, basically just feeling some type of way when you're trying to perform. So first of all, I want to say that performance anxiety is totally and completely normal. I can guarantee you that we've all felt it at one time or another. Performance anxiety or getting nervous means that you care. It means that you want to do a good job. I would be more concerned if you weren't feeling nervous, because that means that you don't really care, right? So I feel like there's kind of a stigma behind performance anxiety, especially in like the professional musician community. It's never good to show signs of nerves, and we don't really talk about it enough, in my opinion. So I want you to know, if you get nervous, if you have bad performance anxiety, you are totally and completely not alone. I've definitely struggled with performance anxiety for my whole life. It's funny because when I was talking about performance anxiety on Instagram, if you don't follow me there, you definitely should. It's at Suzuki Violin Teacher. I was thinking, when was the first time that I felt performance anxiety? And I thought back to my very first performance. I was probably about 8, and I was playing one of the minuets in book 1. I'm pretty sure it was minuet 1. And when they called my name to go play, I literally started crying, and I would not go on stage. I got so nervous. Finally, they like circled back to me at the end of the recital or whatever, and I went up and played, but like I had memory slips and everything like that. So performance anxiety really has affected me throughout my whole life. It's after that, it was like okay until I got to high school and I was doing like college auditions and like, I guess, caring more about what people thought about me and my playing, and after that it got really bad again. So I totally understand what it's like to feel extremely debilitatingly nervous for performances, and I just want to share with you guys some things that have helped me deal with it in hopes that it can help you too. So I think the first thing is to allow yourself to be nervous. Performance anxiety for me really manifests with bow shakes. My bow shakes really uncontrollably, and I found that the more I tried to control that, right, the more they would shake, right? So I would think, oh no, my bow's shaking, stop shaking, and then it would just shake more, you know? So whenever my bow is shaking now, I just say, okay, shake, it doesn't matter, you know? A lot of the times it's a lot worse than in your ear than it is for the audience. So allow yourself to be nervous, allow yourself to feel whatever you're feeling. Don't try to suppress anything, because that will just make it worse. Something else that has really helped me is having a clear plan and being really prepared. I find that I get much more nervous if I'm playing something that I don't really feel confident on, okay? So practicing a lot is definitely going to help you with the nerves and just overall feeling confident in yourself and your playing, which is going to come through practice, right? And then I have a plan. So if I know there's one particular spot where I may be prone to a memory slip, I will plan out what I'm going to do if that happens. Or maybe I know there's one particular spot where I might get off with my pianist, okay? Then I plan what I'm going to do if that happens, okay? And when you're performing, if something happens, don't dwell on it. Right? Don't think, oh my God, like that was out of tune, or I missed my entrance, whatever, because there's really no going back, right? It's not like you can fix it, and dwelling on those mistakes is only going to make the rest of the performance worse. So if something happens, just let it go and try to focus on the music as much as possible. Something else that's really helped me is like mock auditions and visualizations. So you've probably heard of this before, where you can just have a friend or a teacher or a colleague listen to you play before your big performance to kind of mimic that feeling of being nervous. That definitely does help a lot. I also really like to visualize myself performing well. So I'll think of me in the outfit that I'm gonna wear, in the space that I'm gonna be at, with the people in front of me, and I will literally like play everything without my violin like this. I probably look so crazy, but it don't matter, right? As long as it works. So visualizations has really helped me as well. In the end, this is really all a mind game, right? Performance anxiety, it's not really about how you play, it's about how your mind can handle like a stressful situation. So if you visualize yourself doing well, playing well, then when you actually get to that performance, your mind is going to remember that, and you're more likely to play well in that scenario. Another thing you can do during practice, if you don't have someone that maybe you can play for, is try to get your heart rate up before playing. So do like 100 jumping jacks and then try to play, and that will kind of mimic the nerves and the accelerated heart rate, right? You can also eat a banana. That will like kind of calm you down. I actually used to do jumping jacks right before I got on stage because that helped me for some reason. So you can give that a try too. So I think one of the biggest reasons why performance anxiety at least affected me so badly, and maybe it does for you too, is because we tie in our self-worth to how we're playing, right? So if we have a bad performance, we don't think, oh, well, that was a bad performance. We think, oh, I'm a bad player, you know? And it's even all the more like hard when it's in front of people that you really like not care about, but like you trust and you value their opinion, right? Because then you're thinking like, oh, they think that I'm a bad player, you know? And thinking back, whenever I saw someone else have a bad performance, I literally never thought that. I was just like, oh well. You know, what others think of you is really nothing compared to like what is going on in your head. And really try to detach your self-worth from how you play, because they really have nothing in common, right? You're worthy, you're great on your own. Even if you have a horrible performance, you are still a good person. I promise. Like anything, you get better at performing over time. So perform as much as possible. Put yourself in uncomfortable situations as much as possible, and then each one will get a little bit easier, I promise. You need to do this often too, because you can't just perform like in January and then have another one in April. Like you need to have one in January, 2 in February, 3 in March, right? And again, this doesn't have to be like official performances. You can just invite friends over to hear you play and then have like snacks afterward, you know? So just perform as often as possible, and that is really, really going to help as well. So I hope this was helpful. If you have any other ways of dealing with performance anxiety, definitely drop them in the comments below. Maybe you'll help someone else that comes across this video. If you have any questions, definitely feel free to comment them below as well. Don't forget to subscribe before you go, and thank you for watching.